right. Hello. So it has been a really long time since I filmed anything, obviously. That was not a planned I'm taking a break from YouTube thing or anything like that. I'm actually not sure what happened. I had such a busy November and December that it was like there was not time for anything other than breathing occasionally and eating sometimes, it felt like. And I don't know, it's just like I couldn't ever get bounced back from that. But today, I just wanted to sit down with you guys while I do my makeup, kind of not like a tutorial type thing, but just to get ready with me. I have a staff meeting possibly this afternoon, and other than that, I'm just trying to get a little bit of filming done today. And yeah, so right now, the primer slash moisturizer that I'm using, I'm going to actually talk about this in my favorites video because it has been amazing, and the price point cannot be beat. I'm filming that video actually after I filmed this one, so that should be up either before this one or right after. Today my plan for my makeup is basically just to do my eyebrows, foundation, and like my full face, you know, bronzer, blush, whatever I want to do. But then other than that, I'm going to put on my magnetic lashes and really not focus so much on eyeshadow, so should be pretty fast. We're also going to see if my phone battery lasts that I'm recording audio with. Should be a fun go. So what do we want to talk about? There's so much that I've been like trying to figure out. I feel like right now I forgot to put some primer on my eyebrows. Basically the main struggle for me right now, in case you guys want to go ahead and get into the meat of that, is I don't really know what I want to do as far as like momming it up. I get a little nervous if I say something about like me and Dustin have been talking about kids or thinking about kids. Sorry, I am in focus, right? My eyes are so bad. I feel like what that sounds like is like we're pregnant or we're trying to have kids right now or we're going to super soon. I am just so much of a planner, and people always say, so I know you don't even have to say it, if you wait until you're ready, you're never going to be ready. But I feel like there's a few things we have to get in order before then. Not have to, that I would really like to. And one of them is me working and what that looks like after kids, because I don't think when I was like growing up, little girl, what am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm so awkward. I don't think when I was young, I had a vision for like what I would look like as a wife, because I really didn't ever think I would get married. Even as like a young girl, it just wasn't something that I would like sit back and dream about my husband and being a wife and whatever. And so now I'm like, I don't know. I am just at a weird point where like I feel like I'm old and I'm only 27, which is not old. It's just like kind of where do I fit in right now? And if you guys are near my age, maybe even if you aren't, if you're just in a point of your life that you can relate to this too, it's like everybody I know is pregnant, has just had a baby, you know, is about to have their baby or whatever. Some that's like what their life is right now as kids. And so I'm really aware of not having, like that not being the reason we have kids right now. When we first got married, we had agreed to be married for 5 years. Like that's what we wanted to do. Agreed to makes it sound like something else. But when we were dating, talked about like how long would we want just the two of us before we had kids. And we said 5 years. That's always what we said. But now it's just kind of like, okay. You know, we've been married almost just two, and it's kind of already like, all right, are you ready to have kids? Both of us, we talk about it all the time. So that's just where I'm at right now, is it's like, I feel like I have a hard time fitting in a lot of places because I'm too old to be in the young group, and I don't have kids, so I can't be in like my age bracket. It feels like, because everyone in mine has kids or like is doing something that feels more important than anything that I do. I hate the front of this eyebrow. I always have to way overdo it because I don't grow any hair there. Why? I have tried to vlog, like I've vlogged so many random clips recently, but when I go back to look at them, I'm like, none of these make sense. I don't, like I'll vlog today and then it'll be 3 weeks and then I'll be like, okay, picking right back up. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work. But I think it's just because I feel even awkward vlogging because I feel like, I don't know. I guess either that's something that makes sense to you right now or it doesn't. But I hope that you guys aren't having the struggle that I am, but I hope that someone can relate to that, if that makes sense. I also just think, in my head, I'm thinking, is it interesting to see someone who is not, you know, like Instagram famous or YouTube famous or whatever, doing makeup or no, or vlogging or whatever. Like a lot of the people I follow, some of them are famous if that's how you want to classify it, and some of them aren't. Like one of my favorite couples to watch is Julia and Hunter Havens, and I like them because they don't do a whole lot of things that I think there's no way ever that we would be doing that or could do that, or like, you know, they're relatable enough that I feel like they're real. But then there's this whole other category of people like obviously Jeffree Star, who has all this money, that it's like, are people only watching that kind of stuff right now? Is my like ho-hum part-time job, you know, is that something interesting to watch or not? I feel like I just did this eyebrow way too dark. Okay, let me clean up these brows so that we can move on with our life really quick. Also, I didn't address this at all, but I know that my hair looks crazy. This is off day hair, where I really don't have to be super anywhere, so this is what I'll look like until I put a baseball cap on. Sorry to start the video like that with such a bang. I just felt like I had to kind of say that before I kept going, because I feel like a lot of my content, I feel like, falls flat before I even start, because in my head I'm thinking, this isn't interesting, no one wants to see this, nobody likes me on here. Like nobody's even going to see this video, is kind of how I feel like I look at it. And I would just give up and stop making videos, but this is such like a big dream of mine, and I feel like it's so awesome that now this is like a career for people, you know, how they start off doing things and they make their own shop or are just content creators and get to work from home and work really hard at something that they love. And I would love to be able to tell our kids, like, this wasn't even something that mom and dad had the chance to do when they were kids, like babies, like you guys growing up. It just started in my lifetime. That's how I feel. That's definitely out of focus, right? Or no? I don't know why it looks like that. I'm going to stop this for 1 second and make sure it's still in focus, but we're going to keep the audio going. Stopped right now. Enough of that. I am really excited to try out some new products makeup-wise and just like skincare-wise and everything this year. I get in this thing where I'm like, I get in really bad ruts, I guess, product ruts, where half of that is because if I like something, I really like it and I don't see the need to keep looking for something else. And half of it is because I feel like if I have it, I have to use that before I can use anything else. Truth is, I do my makeup often enough and use enough that even if I had like 3 foundations I really liked, I feel like I could switch those out and use them all in the time that they need to be used. But I'm just really bad about getting on one thing and then using that, you know, forever. So I'm trying to branch out and try some new brands, new products, and really change up my collection a little bit this year. I think for eyeshadow, I'm just going to actually I used a little bit of like a transition color there, but I'm just going to do some Hoola bronzer, I think, since I'm just doing the lashes, just to add a little. If I don't do any eyeshadow, I look crazy, so I have to have a little depth to my eye. Some of the brands I really want to indulge in, try some more of. I made like a Instagram post, so I wanted to know if you guys wanted a video too of like the brands I want to try more of this year. I know that's like kind of a weird video, but I feel like it's interesting and would be a good platform for everybody to comment and say, like, this is what I've been using and I like, and more people should know about it. I was doing those indie brand videos for a little while, and I want to do more of those too, because that was something that was really intriguing to me and I felt like doesn't get enough attention. So I just had to take a little bit of a step back from it because I wanted to buy a lot from all these brands, and I really did not have the funds to be able to do it, even if they were not super expensive, the way that it needed to be done. And also because I felt like it's just hard to know everybody's motives and like who to trust. So there were a few people that were like, one example, we're cruelty-free, 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 and so at one point I was like, oh, I noticed that it says something on your website about mink lashes, and they were like, oh yeah, well, it wasn't even like that straight of an answer. I basically had to be like, do you use that or not? And they eventually said yes, they do use mink fur, And I was like, okay, so I'm confused because that's not cruelty free, and I just feel like it's such a weird shtick to be like, we're cruelty free, that's our gimmick, and then find out that what you're buying actually is not. So anyways, I had so many brands I was trying to work with and like research and everything. It just got to be a little overwhelming, and I was like, okay, I need to do this like one at a time or slow it down or something. But I want to start that back up this year because that was really fun to me. And a couple of the brands like JJ Cosmetics, she's doing so much, and I really want to try some more of her stuff out, some of her new stuff. And yeah, we're gonna put these eyelashes on. I feel like this is the quickest, craziest get ready with me, but it's just because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I have a lot to do today, and I'm a little overwhelmed for some reason all of a sudden. In case you guys don't know about magnetic eyelashes, you have got to put on mascara or else they will not work. I said that before in a video. The first time I tried them, I was like, these suck. I hate them. I don't understand, because they kept sliding right off, and it was because they did not have anything to grip to. And then going back and looking at the clear directions that said I needed to put mascara on, I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll try that. And I've loved them ever since. I feel like my eyelashes are getting longer. Oh, I've been wanting to try an eyelash and an eyebrow serum, like a growth serum. That sounded really weird. A growth serum, I guess that's what they're called. Growth, I don't know. I'm not even gonna, it's fine. If you guys know of a good one, please tell me, because I have a couple sparse places in my brows, and I really feel like if I could get them growing the way that I wanted to, I almost wouldn't like fill them in. I would only like do the outline. And then my eyelashes are really good eyelashes. I don't have anything too bad to say about them, but I just want them to be a little bit more full, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna let this like chill out for a minute and do the rest of my face. I was gonna do a video on what I got for Christmas, and that never happened. It's almost the end of January, so I feel like it's weird to put that up now, but I'm gonna tell you guys right here what I got for Christmas. So this was like a really weird Christmas in that me and Dustin did not talk about like at all anything that we wanted. I almost said the products that we wanted, which sounded odd. I am someone who, I like to have a list. Like, tell me your list of things that you want, and I'll try, to work on that list. I don't really like guessing, because I feel like I am someone who I would rather give you I would rather give you a list. Like, it doesn't offend me for people to be like, I'm not sure what to get you. I would always rather be like, here's a specific list of like exactly what I want or need. And so anyways, we just really did good this year, I feel like, because we both matched each other really well as far as price goes. And that was even more impressive since we didn't talk at all about like gifts or a budget, which we normally do. And so anyways, for Christmas, I got from Dustin, he got me a robot vacuum cleaner, which is crazy. Her name's Jackie. She's pretty cool. Even though I have to watch her like a hawk, because I know that it was expensive, so I'm terrified for anything to happen to it. It's been really nice. I got a Instax camera, so that's like the old Polaroid camera type deals, except they're new. So I got that. What was my, and then I got this set of Friends, like it was a mug, a plate, and a bowl, and it looked like Central Perk, and it was so, so cute. And yeah, so that's what I got. I got Dustin AirPods, a movie that he wanted, and some new shoes that he really, really, really needed. Dustin will wear his shoes right out the door, like, until they're falling apart. So he was very much due for some shoes. I don't know if I like this concealer. Which is very, very, smells like flowers to me, and it doesn't cover it. Like it says this covers tattoos. This is the Essence Camouflage Plus matte concealer. And the first time I ever used it, I think was on camera, and I was like, whoa, smells like my grandma. And it still does. I was afraid it would irritate my eyes, so I've literally never tried it again. But I'm looking for some new face products. I just end up using the same things, like I said earlier, all the time. And then it's like, sometimes I'm not even like sometimes I'm not even liking how those are performing, but I just get in such a rut that I don't even pay attention to it. So I do want you guys to tell me what it is that you are interested in seeing, which I know I ask that all the time, and I'm afraid sometimes it comes off to be like, I don't know what to film, tell me what to film. I have a lot of ideas, and I'm just going to start going through them, but I also don't want to do anything that you guys feel like we've seen this 100 times, or like we definitely don't want to see any more of, or whatever. So it always helps me if you guys can tell me what it is specifically that you are wanting to see. And I feel like that is the only advantage of me being like hometown girl that works a part-time job and like has kind of a regular-ish life, is the relatability factor of that. So if there are videos that you want to see that you feel like you couldn't suggest someone who's super popular to do, but that I could do, please ask me. Oh, really quickly too, I started an Instagram page for like home stuff, house stuff, decor, and I figured I could even put like recipes there and everything like that. So it's called Well Done Homemaking, and I can put it in the description if you guys want to follow. I only have a few posts there. I just started it really recently, and some of the posts I want to get like more done around the house before I do the before and afters. But we're working on some projects this summer and the beginning of this year, and that's one of our goals before we have kids. Before we have kids, we want to have a few set projects done, like our stairwell coming down here to the basement is a wreck, and the carpet is dirty and like stinky, and we want to rip that up and paint the stairwell. Definitely follow that page if you like that kind of stuff. We'll also be vlogging it, but that's where, like, you know, if I find a good deal at something at Target or something, that's where that's probably going to be at. I also figured I would maybe do a few videos on something that's a little awkward, to be honest, but I've been seeing these things on Pinterest that's like how to mother yourself. Sounds weird, but it's really helpful, and it's like how to kind of deal with your emotions or kind of grow up a little bit more, and that's something, if you guys know my story at all, you know that I need that. Now, what did I do with my blush? I didn't even get it out. I'm someone who definitely needs some self-mothering, and I really kind of don't super love that term, but that's how you can find things about it on Pinterest, is search that. And this is a really long way just to say, basically, I want to put some videos on my vlog channel about like how to use an Instant Pot, which, do I know how to use an Instant Pot? Not really, no. Which is why I think it would be fun to kind of learn together, and, you know, basically I'll be the person that does stuff so you guys don't have to be embarrassed about it, you know? And you can just be like, no, I've always known how to use an Instant Pot. I didn't have to learn from anybody. I had way too much coffee today, and I feel like I'm about to fly out of my pants. I also wish, I think about this all the time, I could create like a blog that is only stories from what happens inside the salon, the hair salon, because man, y'all, people are crazy, and some of the things you witness are just too funny not to share with somebody. I asked this on my Instagram too. Do you guys like really polished videos, or do you like videos that are like, feel like old-time YouTube? Because I think that I'm both. I really like a production feeling kind of video, but I also really appreciate videos that feel like live, lava, live. Those were like my main guys that got me started on YouTube, and just ones that feel like, I don't know, you know, not like you're watching a TV show. Sometimes I do like that. Sometimes I do like the production quality of like TV level vlogs, and sometimes I just like things that feel real. So you guys have to tell me which one you like better. Okay, I'm gonna put my lashes on really quick and fix these crusty lips, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, that is everything. My mic died and so we're just gonna roll with the punches, but I hope that you guys really enjoyed this super chill get ready with me. Like I said, definitely not a tutorial, but I just wanted to sit and kind of talk with you guys before I just jumped right in like nothing had happened, because I've definitely been like thinking about a lot of things and just trying to figure out where I fit in, which right now feels like nowhere, and I know that that's probably something a lot of people can relate to. So thank you for hanging out with me and sticking through my hiatus here for a little while with me. I've had so many people on Instagram that have messaged me and told me they still, you know, are looking forward to a video and everything, and that means a lot to me. So if you guys are not already subscribed, please feel free to do that if this is something that you feel like interests you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.